Here we have for sale our 2021 on a 21 plate Ford Transit Connect. This is the 240 model, meaning it's got a 2.4 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 1.5 litre TDCi Euro 6 diesel engine producing 120 PS, which is roughly 120 brake horsepower. And this is the long wheelbase, or L2 Limited, which is the spec panel van. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Connect Limited of this age. We'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example, also talk to you about the service history and also some of the optional extras on this particular van, seeing as it is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. First thing to note on this particular vehicle, it is one owner from new, but the previous owner was not VAT registered, so there is no VAT to pay on this particular van. Quite a rare opportunity on a nice long wheelbase limited Transit Connect like this. Looking at the rear doors then, we can see that this one is of course spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a Limited you get a number of elements which come colour coded. So that includes the door handles all round, trims down the side of the vehicle there, and also the front bumper. I believe the rear bumper on this has been additionally colour coded to match the van. I think, well, one, they've done a fantastic job of it because it does really look factory. I don't know whether that was potentially an option they could have ticked at the time. But I think it sets the back of the van off very, very nicely indeed. We can also see here on top of that painted rear bumper, you can see that we have got the nice hard-wearing rear bumper protector there as well. As standard, you'll get rear parking sensors, which you can see here, again, nicely integrated into the rear bumper. But then if we look just above here, above the number plate, there is also a reversing camera. So a reversing camera on these, on a Limited, would be a factory optional extra, and that's the first one to speak of, and a really nice feature indeed. Of course, when you can't see out of the back, it's really nice to have the aid of a reversing camera as well. In terms of condition here then, looking at the rear doors, it's in fantastic order throughout. At the rear, there's not a tremendous amount to fault it on, a couple of tiny little marks just like that one there, which has been neatly touched in, and a couple of very light hairline marks just there also, but generally speaking it is in fantastic condition here at the back of the van. If we open up the rear doors, we can start to have a look inside the back of here. If you push on this yellow button, that allows you to actually open the door right out to its full 180 degree position like so, and you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. And then this allows you then to look inside here in the back of the van, but also have a really good look inside those doors there, having a look at the condition. And you can see here there's a few little dents, of course, just on the inside of the doors where of course cargo is moved around in the back, but generally speaking, again, in absolutely fantastic order here in the back. We had the pleasure of dealing with the previous owner directly when purchasing the vehicle. It has only ever been used for very light work. They did upholstery on furniture, was their trade. And you know, they've been the only driver of the vehicle from new, hence the way it's been maintained. And as I say, certainly you can see that completely evidenced here in the back. It's in really, really good condition indeed. Of course, you've got these plastic trims, and you're going to get a few little superficial surface scratches to those plastic trims like these just here. But again, for this sort of age mileage, in exceptional order. Looking at the floor there, the ply lining on the side, this is the original ply lining. We haven't re-ply lined this. It's in really, really good order here in the back. LED load light there as well. That would be another optional extra. On as standard, it would come with just a sort of a festoon bulb there in the back, but a nice LED load light for a bit of extra light just there. If we look here down the passenger side of the vehicle then, I'm just having a look there, you can see how straight and clean that is down the side of the van. We like to look in the reflections there down the side just to see how clean and tidy that is, and it is looking very, very smart indeed. I can see a little mark just here, again just neatly touched in the correct colour, and a tiny little one just down there as well. But that is really all that I can point out. It is that clean on the bodywork of this van. Opening up the side loading door then, this just gives us another aspect of the load space and also the bulkhead as well. You have got the load through hatch as well, so that clips into place there via a magnet, and that allows you, when you fold down the passenger seat, that allows you to load all the way through into the passenger footwell. So if we open up the passenger door then, we can start to have a look inside the cab just here. So looking at the passenger door card, having a look at the The seats inside here, you've got the double passenger seat, of course, on this particular model. And as I say, if you pull on this little tab just here, you can fold that seat down flat, and that allows you to load all the way through into the passenger footwell. You can see fantastic condition here of the back of the seat. You can also pick the seat up here in the center, and that gives you access to extra storage, and also the 2 USB points under there. And you can also fold the back of the seat down for a couple of extra cup holders and somewhere to store some paperwork as well. If we flip this up, put that back into position, you can even pick this seat up as well and clip that out of the way, and that gives you a bit more space just there as well. We'll come around to a bit more of the spec when we go around to the driver's side in just a second. Looking at the mirror cap there, all in fantastic order. Alloy wheels, again, looking in really good order as well. They come as standard on the limited model, so a nice set of 16-inch alloy wheels, and I say they all come as standard. Brakes on this van have recently been changed as well, and you can see that through the wheel there. They're looking in really good order. Service history then, with this particular vehicle, we hold an impeccable Ford full service history with this van. So as I mentioned, the previous owner, it was their own van for their trade, and as I say, they've clearly very well looked after it. So it's been local to us, this van, and has been going into a local Ford dealer to here on 4 separate occasions. So bear in mind, it was registered in 2021. As I say, it's been into them 4 times for servicing at regular intervals, which is just lovely to see that it's been well maintained. Having a look at the front then, at the bonnet here, of course you're going to get a peppering of stone chips here to the bonnet and the front bumper. Unfortunately, it's pretty much unavoidable on a van of this sort of mileage. You can see just a light peppering of stone chips there. Looking at the front bumper from this side as well, again, just a light peppering of stone chips. Nothing that I wouldn't expect from this sort of age and mileage, but of course it is worth pointing that out on the video. We can also see front fog lights here. That comes as standard on the limited model, along with the colour-coded front bumper, and a little hairline mark just there again on that front bumper there. Looking at the windscreen, having a look for any chips or cracks, and you can see windscreen is in good order, no issues there to the windscreen at all. Finally then, on the outside, looking down the driver's side of the vehicle here then, and again just looking in these reflections down the side of the van, you can see how straight and clean it is. It is pretty exceptional, I must say, for a van of this sort of age and mileage. Looking really, really nice indeed. If we open up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look here inside the cab. So electric windows, electric folding mirrors. Having a look here in the cab, I didn't mention this on the passenger side actually, but there's a full set of the proper Ford rubber overmats in there as well, and again, that's just always a sign how the vehicle has been looked after. You can see the mileage there, 70,893 miles recorded just there. Looking at the steering wheel then, we've got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel. So on the left hand side here, we've got your cruise control, and again, little to no wear on the steering wheel, which is quite remarkable for 70,000 miles. You've got your volume controls here, and you can also control the onboard computer as well. In the centre then, a really nice optional extra, and this one has got this sync screen. So this allows you to connect your phone to this via a USB cable, and you can have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on here. And you can also see that this one has got the optional extra of satellite navigation as well. When the vehicle is running, put the vehicle into reverse, and that is where you'll get your reversing camera displayed as well. But a really nice optional extra there to have that sync screen. Down to the side then, you've got the start stop button. So you've got wireless, sort of keyless start, should I say. Again, the low models don't come with that, so that's a nice feature there. Into the centre then, heated driver's seat, air conditioning, heated windscreen, and heated door mirrors. All of that comes as standard on the limited model, so really, really well spec'd. Into the centre then, 6-speed manual gearbox along with that 120 PS diesel engine, so plenty of power for a van of this size. And when you combine that with cruise control and a very sort of car-like seating position here, it makes these vans a really nice motorway cruiser indeed. Handbrake here in the centre, 12-volt socket just down there as well, but brilliant condition inside the cab. You also get auto-activated lights, you can just see there, auto-activated lights, and also auto-activated wipers as well. So just to summarise then, it's a one owner from new, 2021 on a 21 plate Ford Transit Connect Limited. It's the 240 model, long wheelbase in the fantastic Moondust Silver. Brilliant condition throughout, and a fantastic full Ford service history. There will be details of the dates and mileages of the service history in the advert if you want to go and check that out. The vehicle will be supplied with 12 months AA warranty administered by ourselves, with options to increase that to 2 or 3 years if you want to, at an extra cost. We can deliver our vehicles nationwide. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can arrange finance at very competitive rates. If you haven't seen it already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk, and as I say, that's where you'll find the full advert for this van, and of course all of the others that we've currently got advertised as well. Thank you very much for watching.